Ching, ching, ching. Hello, OET people, and I'm live streaming on YouTube as well. So hello to everyone on YouTube as well. Hope you can forgive my stripy t-shirt, but I felt like being a bit casual today. Hello, Ayman, Abdul Gadir, nice to see you. Good morning to you. And who else do we have in here? Please pop your name into the chat or say hello into the chat there, and I will see you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jay. I'm one of the expert teachers here at E2 Language. Hello, Nane from Melbourne, in the same city as me, Roshini. What we're going to do in this live session is a bit of an orientation. I'm going to take you through the E2 Language platform, just show you how it works, show you how it can benefit you, and help you to pass your OET as soon as possible. Hello, Elva Basil and Father Rahman. Sorry about that. Okay, let me share my screen and we'll go through this. If you do have any questions as I'm going along, just pop them into the chat, and at the end we'll do a bit of a Q&A, okay? So what we're looking at here on the screen is your dashboard, okay? Or like your home screen, if you like, for the website. And what you can see here is a calendar, and inside the calendar are events. These are the live classes that we run every day. So today there's a speaking one and there's another speaking one. These are actually, on the one day we do the same class, we repeat it, but one's early in the morning. So, or basically we have two time zones. We have a UK Northern Hemisphere time zone, if you like, and we have a sort of Southern Hemisphere time zone, if you like, as well. So all you need to do if you want to register for the live class is you click on it. This is Writing for Nurses, for example. You click the register button, it spins, it turns green, and voila, now I'm registered. And what I need to do to join this live class is simply open the email that gets sent to me 1 hour before that live class is about to start, or I can come in a few minutes before, I can open that event and click join live class. Simple as that. So this is a great way to prepare for the OET, because what happens in the live class, actually I can just show you by clicking on recorded classes here. Let me just play this for you for a little bit. Here's an example of Brad teaching. This is a listening part B and C. So Brad's actually taking you through, where are we? You're doing some practice questions. You're learning the methodologies. It's a fantastic way to sort of stay engaged, make sure you're coming along, and to prepare for your exam. So live classes are cool. What else is cool? Well, the material is really important. So the preparation material that you use for OET is important. You need to make sure that it's of very high quality, not written by amateurs. Okay, there's a lot of, I wanted to swear then, but I'm not going to swear. I'm going to be very polite. There's a lot of very substandard material out there. All of those Google Drives and Dropbox folders where you get all these practice tests, some of it is absolute garbage, absolute garbage. So just be careful with the materials that you choose. We recommend the official OET materials, of course, and the E2 language materials are very good. Now, how you access the materials, you can click here on OET course. Let's go to reading part B for fun, for example. You've got the overview that teaches you about reading part B. You've got the methodology lessons here. You've got the practice tests. You've got the printable ones. You've got the online practice tests, for example. Let's have a look at this. Reading part B. Remember that if you have a free account, most of this is locked. It's only for paid members do you get it all unlocked. So this is a great way to practice. And we also have the individualized ones here. There's lots of material and it's all very good. For writing, for example, there are 5 full practice tests with case notes for doctors and nurses, and you can actually submit them through. So let's talk about the assessments now. If you want to get writing feedback, you'll have to upgrade to one of our courses that provide the feedback. And what you do is you click on assessment. You can see the case notes there. Down the bottom is where you write your letter to the recipient and you click submit. And what happens is 24 hours later, or 24 to 48 hours later, you'll get a nice PDF report card. And what the teacher's done is actually graded your writing against the OET writing criteria, which is the checklist that the examiners use to assess your writing. So you're going to get a very, what can I say, very similar score to what you would get in the real test. But more importantly, it's going to give you feedback on which parts of the test you're doing poorly in, with the weak areas that you need to improve. Okay, and that's when you take, let's have a look at this. This is when you take a tutorial. If you want to take a tutorial, click up here on My Course. You click Register for a tutorial. You choose a day. You choose a time, let's say 10 p.m., whatever. This will be in your time zone. You click Writing, for example. You click Submit. And then what happens is 5 minutes before the day and time that you choose, one of our tutors will send you an email with a link. You click the link, you join up. You spend 45 minutes one-on-one with the teacher, focusing in on your writing or reading or listening. You don't need to do anything. You just get taught from an expert teacher. So that's how the tutorials work. They're excellent. Just lastly, I just want to talk to you about this study pathway feature here. And so let's do this. So when you first use E2 Language as a free or paid member, you get asked to make your study pathway. And this is kind of like a bit of a plan. It organizes the material and curates the material according to 3 questions. So have you taken the test before? Let's just say no. What scores do you need? Let's say you need Bs. So you just tell the computer what you need here. And the final question, number 3, is when is your test? And let's just say it's November 14. And you click Submit, and it has a little think. And what it does is it will now organize the materials into essential, high, medium, and low. So let's go back to reading part B. And so you can actually complete the course materials out of the study pathway here if you want, okay? It's just another option, a clever little tool. What else is in here? There's lots of stuff in here, actually. There's a whole series of grammar videos here if you need grammar. There's messages where you can message to ask questions if you have any doubts. So that's E2 Language OET, and we have a range of courses there. From the Express course right up to the Platinum course. They differ in cost, and the main difference is the number of tutorials you take and the amount of feedback that you get. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Feedback and tutorials really are the best way to prepare, but even the Express course with the live classes is very good. They all come with live classes. So if you are taking an OET test, it's a very good idea to invest a little bit of money in preparation, because 50% of people do fail the OET test. That is 50%, 1 in 2, half of you will fail the OET test the first time around. They're the statistics. It's a very challenging test. So please don't be one of those 50%. Don't be the 1 out of 2, be the 2 out of 2. Anyway, the other thing that I want to show you is this website here. This is a separate website, okay? So we've got E2 Language, which does test prep, like really test prep, practice questions, methodologies, live classes, etc. E2 School, what you're looking at here, is a skill building course for your OET test. So it helps you with your pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, or even just sort of basic English. This is very inexpensive. So it's $9 per month per course. So it's very cheap, $9 a month. That's extremely affordable. Yeah, so you can sign up to our pronunciation course, for example, or our vocabulary course, or even our beginner English course if you need that sort of level of English. So this is a very wise idea if you're lacking those fundamental skills. So it's not, maybe you don't just need test prep, maybe you also need some English language skill building. So you might want to check out E2 School. Oh, I forgot. There's one thing. I always forget this. In E2 Language, oh, got this. Okay. In E2, am I in the right website? Yes. In E2 Language, we have a mini mock test. It's $69 US. And what it is it's a shortened OET test. It's a full OET test, but it's shortened a little bit. You need to dedicate about 2 hours to it. You do the listening, reading, and writing in one sitting, and you do the speaking by booking a speaking mock test here by clicking this button, choosing a day, choosing a time. You take it, the teacher will actually provide you feedback, and you get a nice score report back. So here's an example of, it gives you a score for listening A, B, C, reading A, B, C, and writing. And what you can do is actually click on the specific subtest, and you can see which ones you got right and which ones you got wrong. Okay, and you can compare to the correct answers. So it really helps you to identify if you're making any silly mistakes. And for writing, if you click down here on View Report Card, the feedback you get looks like this. So you actually get feedback high, medium, low on all the criteria, and you get teacher comments, individual teacher comments, and you get a total score. So this is a really good tool to use if you've never taken an OET test before and you just want to get an idea of how close you might be to passing. Or if you have taken it before and you've been unsuccessful, but you don't really know why, this is the tool that you need. Okay, this is the thing that will help you to identify what you're doing wrong. Okay, so keep that in mind as well while you're thinking of preparing for OET. Cool. All right, that's enough harping on from me. Here we go. Let me answer some questions. Okay, so Kyo Win Tun says, Jay, are 5 practice tests enough for the exam? Here's where you need to make a decision about whether you just need test prep or whether you need English language skill building. Because if your English is good enough, then 5 practice tests will be more than enough practice tests. Remember that each reading part B comes with 6 questions, for example, 6, 5. So it comes with 30 full reading part B questions. So there's lots there. You need to make that decision of maybe you need to build your grammar or your vocab or your pronunciation. And that's why you should go to E2 School, spend $9 per month. It's not much money to build up your fundamental skills, your basic skills. And so, yeah, that's the question you need to ask yourself. So Syed asked, how can I book my one-on-one tutorial? You must have missed that. Let me just quickly show you again. You click on My Course. You click on Tutorial. You click Register. You choose a day, let's say Monday, for example. You choose a time that suits you, say 8 p.m. You choose the tasks that you want to focus on, 2 maximum, and you click Submit. Easy as that. Okay, that's how you book your tutorial there. Syed, again, I've booked the live classes until next week and the slots for November can't be, that's okay. We haven't scheduled the November classes yet. So we'll do that probably this week or next week. So that's fine. You can just book your live classes for November from next week. There's no rush. You can even just do it on the day. That's fine. Nane, I just don't know what to do every day other than live classes. Oh, okay. That's a really interesting question there. What about, are you watching the methods lessons, doing the practice questions? I mean, you can go into the grammar stuff if you like, if you need some more fundamental skill building. You can watch the recorded live classes if you missed any. And again, if you need to build some of those fundamental skills, you should check out E2 School. But yeah, just make sure you're doing all the materials in the platform. And that should be, if your English is good enough, that should be sufficient. Okay, I'm just going to log into YouTube Live and answer your questions here. Just bear with me while I open up my YouTube app. Okay. Okay, live here, 68 people watching. Rose asked, Jay, is there a 1-month package? Well, the Express package has a 3-month duration. It means you can use it up to 3 months, but if you just want it use it for 1 month, that's also fine. You could probably cram it in 2 weeks or 1 week even. So, so the Express package is probably appropriate for you. Elvia asks, is there any official book for preparation? And this probably goes back to Syed's question and also Nane's question. If you do require additional practice tests, I do recommend the official materials from OET. OET and E2 language are the best. Okay, so I've missed a question here. Fatha Rahman says, how many tutorials can I book? It depends on your course that you've purchased. So bronze is 1, silver is 2, gold is 3, platinum is 5. And you can learn a lot in these 45 minutes. Okay, so YouTube Live. Can I get coaching from you for reading? Not me personally, but all of our tutors at E2 Language for OET are all trained in the same methodologies. They're all highly skilled, very experienced teachers. So we all teach. In fact, I would say that they know more than me, actually. Betus, in writing, I'm not going to answer such specific questions. Irene, hi Jay, greetings from Saudi Arabia. I'm trying to upgrade my subscription and it's asking for a voucher code. Can you help me with this? You can skip the voucher code. You don't need to put a voucher code in. That's just an additional option. So just skip that one there, Irene. Betus. Betus is asking whether we need to put a comma before. It doesn't matter, really. It doesn't matter. Those tiny little punctuation and grammar things, full stop after doctor, etc. They're not that important. They're tiny importance. Mohammed, if I miss some answer words in reading, is it marked wrong? Well, I think you're talking about reading part A. Yes, you need to take the word or the phrase directly from the text and put it into the gap, okay? But again, this is all in the methodology lessons in the platform. Can you explain about past participles in writing? I would love to, but another time. Check out the grammar lessons in e2language.com. Okay, I think that's all. I think I've answered everybody's questions. Cool, that's fine. So again, the point of this was just to introduce myself, show you E2 Language, show you E2 School, and talk to you about how you can avoid being in the bad 50%. You want to be in the happy 50% that passes your test first time round. Cool. Last question here is from Syed. I want to book my live classes for the next week, but it says I've chosen maximum number. That's surprising because you get if you're on the Express, you get 25, unless you've used all 25, Syed, in which case you will need to upgrade your account to bronze, perhaps. Then you get 75 more live classes, which is it? Oh, sorry, for PTE, for OET rather, it's 50. So you might need to upgrade your account to get access to 50 live classes. And Alvia, no, for the Express, there's no writing correction service. So again, for the Express, you'll need to upgrade to the bronze package for writing feedback, or you can just purchase the writing feedback bundle as well. It gives you, I think it's $19 US to get some comprehensive feedback on one of the letters that you write through the platform. Cool. Anyway, thank you very much for coming along. I hope it was helpful. Yes, my name is Jay. I'll see you soon. If you're taking the OET test soon, good luck.